Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and we finally have real NBA 2K24 gameplay. So if you don't know by now, today is the day that creators who went to Community Day are allowed to upload the gameplay footage that they got from NBA 2K24. And not only that, we have so much other news. We have badges, gameplay, I mean more news. Like, there's so much going on. So just hit that subscribe button. Like the video, turn on noties because there's going to be more videos like this coming out very soon. So a bunch of YouTubers who are at Community Day posted finally real NBA 2K24 gameplay and gave like their thoughts and opinions on different aspects of it. And so go into YouTube, you know what I'm saying, some of the biggest creators, you know, Solo, Double H, Jonos, like all of them, like y'all know who they are. Go check them out, show them some support. And I watched all their stuff and they're saying, you know, dribbling has potential. I think for dribbling, there's a bunch of cool momentum dribbles that you can do more like 2K19 kinda, but like the left righting, I know they were only allowed to use play now teams, like they weren't allowed to pick their sigs and jump shots and all that, but left righting didn't seem that good. Like obviously we're gonna see once we actually get our hands on it with the park and everything, but dribbling did look smooth. There is certain animations, you know, gave them a big speed boost, you could say. And I think like as far as like the controls, it's somewhat similar to 2K23. I think some of them is different, but I think for the most part it's kind of similar. Now I know the game might look similar, but like some of the gameplay animations with pro play, like this is our first time being able to see pro play, like the snatch back and just a bunch of the dribble moves look so much cleaner, look so much different. If I don't know if y'all noticed, like some of the jump shots look different, so I think pro play is definitely in effect. Now, like for shooting, I know Mike Wang mentioned earlier that fades, you know, were tough. They did nerf fades from 3 heavily, and they said it's mostly like that in play now. You know, they're difficult, they're still greenable. That's why I feel like if you get good, and this is going to add a skill gap, if you get good at fades, you will be able to shoot fades. But you can't just go in blindly this year and just learn fades off rip. And they said just in general, shooting has more of a skill gap. You know, it's green or miss again this year, but it's more challenging to green, it's more difficult. So I know like last year, although it was green or miss, anybody could green anything. And finishing, you know, I don't really know what difficulty all them are playing on, but they said finishing could be OP. You know, there's footage of the new standing dunk meter, post moves could seem OP, paint defense did seem fixed though, which is something I'm very glad they fixed. Because if you don't know, I don't know if quick drops or limitless takeoff, you know, that's all gone, thank God. But even like some of the stupid layups, that's not happening this year. And lastly, defense, they said, again, defense is more responsive. You know, there's less sliding and faster movement on perimeter, which is interesting to see how they're going to do that. And steals, you know, if you time it correctly, you're going to get your steal, which is something that I really like. I think that's going to add more of a skill gap rather than, you know, if you're just reaching across body and getting a steal. And it'll prevent people from spamming X. And the next thing I want to go over is takeovers. So this is our first footage of the new takeovers. I know if y'all don't know, in Park, you get to choose your own takeover like on the fly. Like once you fill up your takeover meter, you choose on the menu which takeover you want. They were not able to do that. You can't do that in Pro Play. I'm not sure about Friday when they release their rec footage, but I'm gonna pop a screenshot right here. These are some of the takeovers in the game. I think that's finishing for LeBron and Anthony Davis, shooting for like Curry, and then I think that's defense for the ones with like Kevon Looney and Draymond Green. I think those are some of the new takeovers, so I'm gonna pop that up on the screen. These are just some of the new takeover icons because they completely redid it. And there's also a physicals takeover, which is very interesting to see. It's gonna be cool to see a Park, but yeah, there is a new physicals takeover. And now the next thing, this is something that's happening as I'm recording. So they just released the badge requirements. This is for the builder, and we're gonna get more info on that from these creators who went to Community Day on Friday. I'm pretty sure that's when they were able to release their footage of the builder. So the first one here is the shooting and dribbling requirements. I'm gonna pop that picture on the screen right now. There is a lot of changes. If you see, last year is kind of like you need this or that, like you need a mid-range or a three-pointer or a ball handle or a pass accuracy. You're gonna see a lot more and, which I think is very, very good. It's gonna make it more of a role-playing builder system, which is obviously good. You're gonna have to make a sacrifice, especially if you want to get good badges and attributes. Now the main thing for this playmaking is speed boost. You can see on the right, you need three things: ball handle and speed with ball, and either speed or acceleration, which is absolutely crazy. I'm sure this is for those left and right guards. And also big driver, you can see needs 3 as well. I mean, there's plenty of badges that need 3 like requirements. And here's the perimeter shooting badges, the shooting badge requirements. For 2K23, you can see right there. I think how they changed them, like the gold badges I think are higher and the silver badges are higher, but I think for the most part, like they did raise like the Hall of Fame requirements for shooting badges a little bit, but I think it's like the bronze and the silver and the gold which they really raised to make your builds a little bit less OP. And you can see more of them needing multiple stats to get that certain badge. And here is the inside scoring, the finishing badge requirements. And here is the badge requirements for defense and rebounding. So again, you can just see how it's more difficult to get like these high badges and all these badges, because you're gonna have to upgrade not only attributes to a higher margin, but you're also gonna have to upgrade more attributes, which just makes you have to sacrifice. Like if you want good defense or you want Hall of Fame glove or Hall of Fame bounce out beast, you're gonna need to sacrifice like your shooting or obviously your playmaking, because they're seriously uploading this and publishing this news as I'm recording. So y'all know I had to make the video though. I had to give y'all the news right away. One note on the shot, layup, and dunk meters: the green windows consistently fluctuate over the course of the shot based on the defense. So it might look like you're stopping the bar in the green window, but the window shrinks a frame later and you miss it. So I think this is honestly something good to know. So when people are complaining about full barring dunk meters, it's just like the green windows changing, which I honestly think is good, because this year defense, after you got that dunk meter going, there was no point in defending it. I mean, the green window would not change. This was like for non-dunk meter shots as well, like the defense would just not really have an effect on the shot, which I also think limitless takeoff is going to help on this. So I think like this no skill rim running, I think that's mostly patched for 2K24. So somebody posted a clip of Twitter of like Giannis doing, like, I think they call it a blowout dribble, and it was just like this really fast speed boost dribble with Giannis, which obviously is OP. And he said Giannis was accidentally assigned Lillard's dribble style in the community day build. This will be fixed for launch. So thank God Giannis won't be speed boosted down the court and then dunking on you. And then he was asked how this happened. He said, "When we're in development, we often randomly assign sticks for testing purposes to test out more animations. The assignments get cleaned up as we finalize the day one rosters, and a lot of other things have changed since community day," which is important because I don't know how much of that is feedback or just bugs in general, which I think is good that they're cleaning up before the launch. So that's all I really got for today's video, you know what I'm saying? Make sure to give it a big like, big thumbs up, subscribe, because listen, next week, it could be tomorrow that we get the city trailer, because they still have a bunch of stuff to go over. It might be tomorrow, it might be Friday, but one of those 2 days we're gonna get the city trailer, and it's gonna be on this channel. So make sure you have notice on so you are in tune with the game. And then you already know I'm just gonna be grinding 2K24 from the day before. I'm gonna play it a day early, so just stay tuned for that. That's all I got. Peace.
I ain't really into popping off, cause begging ain't my type. Finna put a bench in my parking lot, and my brother shoot, they don't fight. So we don't really sit and just talk a lot. Don't think I had an off night. She see me slide in that parking lot, I think she like the off-white. And no, I really don't say a lot. They heard and know what I did. Can't wait and tell a nigga